And he wins the tip. Delaware in the home blue coats. Capital City in the road white uniforms. The officials are Gerda Gatling, Kenneth Gardner, and Kaz Beverly. Baisley.
Delaware shot 20.
Which is a lot when you take one attempt for 95% of the game. In the G League, 1 for 2. Good for Baisley, worth 2 points. And that one looked pure after he ended the game at the line
2 of 5.
2 for 5 yesterday. Jalen Noel was the leading scorer in the game. He gives it up to the other Jalen in the lineup, former Sixer McDaniels. No. And there's Pete Nance, who will carry it across himself. Isaiah Mobley has a right thumb sprain. He started yesterday, and he is unavailable to the Bluecoats today. Here's Nance with plenty of space. Knockdown.
Well, I said that he would definitely attempt a few threes each of the last 2 seasons in the G League. He's put up 50 or 50 plus. Last year it was 53 threes over 16 games.
Let's see what the big block from Baisley leads to. Edwards misses in close. Edwards off a 19-point game. Baisley tried for another, but it's Nembhard for 2. Ruben Nembhard Jr.
Yeah, Ruben didn't have one of his, because he's been scoring in double figures. He only had 8 yesterday. That's a good start for him here.
And he continues it with a steal and a slam. The 25-year-old from TCU. 14 NBA games for him with the Cavs a couple years ago. Doughton doesn't get the roll. Nembhard pushing the pace. It's Jalen McDaniels out to Taylor Funk, who can't hit. Marcus Bagley had it for a moment.
Matter of fact, he's scored in single digits 3 of his last 4 games.
Go-Go are coached by Cody Toppert. Bluecoats are coached by Mike Longobardi. The lob denied by Nance. Here's Baisley. Euro step, he lost it.
Well,
NBA vets all around. McDaniels way short off the pass from fellow NBA veteran Jalen Noel. Edwards with the nifty find to Bagley, but it's sent away, and the pace continues on. Mo Gay up top.
well, if you combine Mo Gay and Michael Foster Jr., they were not their problem yesterday except for foul trouble, but they were 10 of 12 from the floor combined.
Baisley, he's short from beyond the arc. Funk the rebound. Noel falling away. Already a much better start. Well, Capital City actually got going earlier than Delaware did yesterday, but they're off to a 4 of 8 shooting start compared to 1 of 5 here.
And I would say their energy looks different.
Edwards had a 9-point first quarter last time out, but he's 0 for 2.
Yeah, and he also shot the 3-ball extremely well yesterday, 4 of 6 when he came into the day, when he's been, a leading scorer for them on many occasions.
When he was at TCU, it was RJ Nembhard, but he's Ruben Nembhard Jr. The long outlet, Marcus Bagley. Wasting no time after the 2-point free throw from Nembhard. Doughton finds Bagley for the easy dunk. Noel long for 3. Funk the offensive rebound. Noel another crack at it. That one goes. Point mark at the very end of yesterday's game. Four minutes in, Bluecoats down 6. Edwards cuts in.
So Edwards kind of picking up where he left off yesterday when he had 19 points, including those 4 made threes I spoke of.
11th game for Edwards, a 34% three-point shooter, passes it off. Baisley flying in.
Well, keep in mind, one of the things that Cody Topper wants his team to do better today is take care of the basketball. Now, that was just their second turnover, but the 20 yesterday led to 25 points. That is a huge number.
Them to start, but 2 fouls isn't the end of the world when you get 6 as a pro, but something to monitor.
Oh, because it's so early.
Edwards getting to that left-hand shot, down to Funk of the defense. Leaky Black is in the game in the corner. It's McDaniel. McDaniels, his first 3.5 seasons as a Charlotte Hornet in the NBA before the trade to the Sixers. Played some with the Raptors as well. 248 NBA games. He misses a 2-point free throw. Nance for his second 3, off.
And you just see where Capital City is really trying to push the pace, but they're doing it with go-ahead passes.
Nembhard is 3 for 3. He has a game-high 8 points, which matches his total from a day ago. Baisley tees it up and hits. Looking confident.
Darius Baisley made that first free throw, and all of a sudden he's like, I can hit anything from outside today.
7 for him. He, Edwards, and Nance have all hit from 3.
That'll be the last time you can drop off some toys. So, hey, come out to Chase Fieldhouse, not only to watch the Bluecoats, but for also a good cause for Salvation Army. Guys?
Well, that was worth 3 points by Jalen McDaniels. He came into this game, he had been 9 of 10, missed that one, and then just made that one. So a big free throw for him, worth 3 points.
Great stuff if you're a fan of his or the Go-Go or the Wizards. Great stuff from Kayla and the Bluecoats with CBS Philadelphia on the toy drive. Doughton gets 3 back for Delaware to re-tie the game. And Dee, we were talking about this yesterday. It was a day game with the sun shining into this end of the floor. And now the Go-Go, they chose to go the other way as the visiting team yesterday to start. Now they're back by their bench, which is intentional.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do believe it was because of the light, and they thought as it got later in the game, the light would dim and it wouldn't affect them as much, though they did not shoot the ball well in the fourth quarter.
Injury on Friday night, so he's playing the back half of the back-to-back, but a guard with plenty of NBA experience, a former lottery pick.
Absolutely, and they were choosing which game do you play because they knew they didn't want to have him at
13 in white. He was the 13th pick in 2020. Overall, the 13th pick by the Pelicans. 131 NBA games for him. He's with Mo Gay, Leaky Black, John Butler Jr., and Jalen McDaniels. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's McDaniels on Edwards, falling away. Down to Delaware. Darius Baisley, 7 points to lead the team. And blocked away, but
it is making me wonder. I think the court looks the same, but I've never seen them be so right there.
Jalen McDaniels, 7 points. Nance, the pick and roll with Mintz. He throws it home.
Well, to also fit in so nicely and with ease is kind of cool to see.
Fresh off the road with the 76ers. He fouls Nembhard. Three-point play for Nembhard, who has a go-go high, 9 points. McDaniels and Noel have 7. Nembhard's actually up to 11. The first to double figures. McCall's second field goal.
Well, once you start making those outside shots the way Delaware has.
Bagley, his second here, fouling Mo Gay, who misses the 2-point shot at the free throw line. They were 4 for 8 in yesterday's ball game, despite being one of the top free throw shooting teams. They're one of the best shooting teams in general, the Go-Go. Baisley way off for his 4th 3. He made 2 out of the first 3, and McDaniels punches it with the right hand.
Well, that's one of the things that has been consistent for the Go-Go is they are trying to push it ahead with those long passes.
Doughton the lob, not on the same page as the Bagley jump. Somehow the ball gets through to Noel. What a pass! For them to come down and see so many of the players that they work with, the younger Sixers players in the organization. Brazzi was the head coach of the Summer League team this year.
I'm sure as a coaching staff, they were happy to see Embiid, Paul George, and Tyrese play 26 minutes together yesterday in Chicago.
First career triple-double for Tyrese Maxey.
Those were some big numbers. 25 points, 11 rebounds, 14 assists.
His previous career high for assists was 11. Dump off and the dunk from Mo Gay. With 4.5 left in the first half, it's down to a 7-point lead for Delaware on offense, with Baisley and Bagley operating together here. Baisley spins through 2 defenders. Which coaching staff are you referring to on that one? Gogo?
Yeah.
Yes, so the multiple assistants, but because there are so many games in a season, you get assigned certain games so that you stay fresh, you stay sharp, and you can focus in on it while everyone's doing other things. Mo Gay, another dunk.
Well, the points in the paint favor the Go-Go right now by 12. But when you've been shooting the balls as well as Delaware has from outside, that's understandable.
Baisley's 2-point free throw the last time down got him to a game-high 14 points. Mo Gay's dunk brought him to 8 points, 5 to shoot. Edwards 3, got it.
I mean, I think at this point, even though Edwards came into the game shooting 30% from 3 on the season, yesterday and today, he's now 6 of 10. I think if you're Capital City, you got to honor that.
Funk was able to answer threes a couple of times yesterday, but not here so far. They have another chance with the offensive rebound, 4 to shoot. Mo Gay from outside. He'll take some threes, not many. That's his 7th attempt of the season, having made 1. Doubt. Fiedler comes in for Delaware, lines up with Foster fresh into the game for the Go-Go on the Doughton 2-point free throw. Deliberate free throw. Some of the guys almost fell into the lane. McDaniel's among them, but it goes. Doughton has 5 after 20 yesterday. 3 minutes left in the half. McCall the steal. He had 6 assists yesterday. Looking for another. Edwards to the strong left hand.
Well, speaking of assists, 18 assists for Delaware on 23 made field goals. That's a great number.
5 already for McCall in this game, who's not only the 2-time NBA champ, but a G League champ as well. Edwards with the runway.
And just like that, it was 7, 54-47, and now all of a sudden it's up to 16 for Delaware in terms of their lead.
3 in double figures. Edwards the latest with 12. And Edwards tried 4 points. But it's a deep Delaware team. The staff loves the way that the chemistry has worked with starters and reserves. Nemhard with Funk, Foster, Noel, and Butler. It's Michael Foster Jr., the former Sixer and Blue Coat.
I think I mentioned it yesterday. Since he's joined Capital City, he always has this look of determination against his former team.
And he didn't play on Friday as he worked his way back for the Go-Go, and he was back on. It's a defensive 3 seconds here against Capital City, which results in a technical foul. It was on Foster, so Doughton shoots it.
Performances for the Coats right now.
Bagley for 13 points. No. Noel with it. McCall's been everywhere tonight. Look at that defense. Reverse layup. Foster.
Foster kind of picking up where he left off yesterday. He had 8 in the first half. He has 6 right now.
Fiedler had the near offensive rebound, but with the final minute approaching, it's the Go-Go with the ball down 12. You can always say trying to get it to single digits before the halftime break is a goal. In a game that's gone like this, Edwards, the defensive board off the Nemhard miss. Stoughton doesn't have numbers. Backs it out.
Well, we saw yesterday where Doughton would have the ball in his hands as the shot clock was going down. This time he kicked it to the corner. Including
a clutch basket late in the 8-point victory at the very end of the shot clock on a strong drive. Clark, Ryan Ayers, and Micah Fraction. We'll hear from the Blue Coats staff at the halftime break.
That's a big free throw because he came in shooting less than 70%, 69 from the foul line for Foster Jr.
8 points now. 6 seconds between shot clock and game clock as the shot clock hits 10. Jeff Doughton Jr., similar to the drive at the end of the game yesterday. 10 seconds for Noel. Back to a 12-point margin. Jalen Noel has 9 points. Give him double figures.
I know you would want to wait for the last shot, but when you have a layup like he just did, you got to take it.
McCaw misses wide right. 10-point game at halftime. 60.
He was up 46-45. This is 67-57. Just the offensive numbers really on both sides.
The league as a whole usually on the higher scoring side of things. Delaware averages 110 points per game. Capital City 111. Affiliate in blue, the Blue Coats. The Wizards G League club, the Go-Go in white. It is the starting lineup out there to begin the third quarter for Delaware, which features Pete Nance for the first time. He cuts underneath, 8 to shoot. Back to the point guard, Doughton.
Who is used to being in this situation where the shot clock is low.
But it's Edwards for his third three already.
I mean, if that's a part of Justin Edwards' game that continues to develop, he's now 7 of 11 over the last 2 days from downtown.
And he's not even 21 years old yet after one season at Kentucky, soon to be 21. 2 to shoot for Nemhard. Now Noel has to put it up. It's late after the Edwards make. He has a game-high 15 points now, 14 for Baisley, 10 for Bagley. 11 each for Nemhard and Noel, the starting backcourt of the Go-Go. Doughton, the Sixers two-way. He got it.
Yeah, and I said so many others, they passed the ball so well in that first half. It's only a matter of time before Doughton's going to get in the scoring column more than he was.
Now he's got 10. Mo Gay with the catch, brings it down and scores it. He's been a bright spot for the Go-Go with 10. They were dealing with a lot of foul trouble when these teams met yesterday, not so much tonight. Nance misses the 3. And scored on by Noel.
Well, I would say this, the guard play for Capital City has been much better than yesterday. They got great numbers, I told you, from the bigs, with the exception of them both being in foul trouble. But those two, the backcourt today is scoring much better than a day ago.
Nemhard specifically and Noel had some turnover problems yesterday.
That's good defense there.
Funk, the pump fake, and the 3.
I said it was a matter of time. I mean, 3 of his last 17 for a guy who, that's what he's known for. He should be a 40% three-point shooter in this league.
Decorated career at St. Joe's locally, playing as a visitor today, and then he ended at Utah State. Pete Nance gets 9 points. Jalen Noel starting to heat up, 16.
And again, just to have a couple of threes, that number was so not who they are at halftime. Now they've made 2 here in the second half.
Noel's 3rd G League game. McDaniels stops Doughton. And here comes Jalen Noel. who's getting that chemistry with Nembhard in the backcourt. 3 straight buckets.
And Matt, you asked, like, you know, how things fluctuate so much. Usually it starts with somebody's defense, and that's what's happening right now. Capital City able to get a couple of stops.
They're within 6. Doughton foul. Playing the DCG League team, playing against them here. He ended up playing at Rhode Island. 10 free throws out of 11 in an NCAA tournament game during his Rhode Island Rams career. It's on Mo Gay.
Well, he just got the one down here on the defensive end, and then he goes down and gets an offensive foul.
Bagley, all 10 points in the first quarter, out to Edwards. Does he have his 4th 3? Yes, he does.
Yeah. I mean, there's still 7+ in this quarter and another quarter, and he's matched his 3-point performance from a day ago.
Averages just under 15 points per game. He already has 18 points through just over 2.5 quarters, or about to be 2.5 quarters.
Technically, they could have called Mo Gay for 3 seconds because he was on the floor in the paint.
Block for Pete Nance. Doughton pushes it. Nance will be the next and last Bluecoat starter to double figures with another point. But it's Edwards, the hot hand. Just his 5th miss.
That one was contested. He's had some great looks.
5th of 12 shots. Beasley deflects the lob and steals it. 2-on-1 against Taylor Funk. Over to Marcus Bagley. Doesn't get the roll.
And look at 3 Delaware Bluecoats were already back. They never even crossed half court. So there's no transition opportunity for the Go-Go.
Well, Jalen McDaniels for Delaware. It includes Darius Beasley. And what a play off the...
Michael Foster Jr.
He was fouled on the cat, going for it by Nance. It's his 4th personal, middle of this 3rd quarter in his debut for the Sixers organization. Sixers signed him on December 3rd. They waived Lester Quinones, who had some high-scoring games in the G League for Delaware. Half the 24-second shot clock gone. Ball in the hands of Nance. Brownridge. Not this time for Jared Brownridge. 1 for 3 from beyond the arc.
Good
9-point game. Throws it off Brownridge. Nembhard's pass, though, recovered by Brownridge's teammate, Justin Edwards, who's having a great game. 18 points. Brownridge finds a rolling Pete Nance, who drags the feet. A trap for the visiting team. Road team wears white in the G League. Now the Bluecoats drop back into a zone look defensively.
Well, you know, because Capital City is shooting, 25%, challenge them to make shots.
Edwards' length helps out the bottom of the zone there with the steal. They had a bunch of steals yesterday, spearheaded by Doughton's 4. Baisley had 3 steals and 3 blocks with a point rebound double-double. He's going to work on Stevenson. Darius Baisley double teamed for a moment. He's still got it. Nance offensive rebound, back to Baisley. 4th try, fouled.
That number is a good number in terms of Baisley having a double-double, because in the winning streak that has been a consistent. He's had 4 in a row. Now he has 5.
16 points, 10 rebounds in the game, 18 points, 9 rebounds per game on the season. Darius Baisley, 2nd season in Delaware. Jalen Noel, that's pure. Noel, the first 20-point scorer in this game. 3 straight with 20. Edwards to 20.
Well, the thing is Delaware will be content to get, match baskets because they've played pretty well. And they've kept Capital City from getting into any offensive groove.
Stevenson. He hits the deck. They play through the contact. Blue Coats trying to stretch an 11-point edge. Foster defends Edwards underneath on the reverse. And now here come the go-go again. They're playing good basketball too. 7 of 9 despite the loss in the first one between these two. Step back off for Lewis. Offensive catch by Foster against McCall. His former champion teammate here in Delaware. He gets the better of him.
Yeah, Michael Foster is doing some good work. He has 10 points, 6 rebounds.
G League champs 2 seasons ago. Doughton fading away. So for Patrick McCall, one of the many NBA veterans here tonight, Stevenson's 3.
Well, that's
to McCall.
Yeah, Stevenson, I mean, he came in averaging 20.5 points. He's 1 of 6, has just 1 made field goal and 2 points.
Edwards for a cutting Baisley, has Nance. And he banks it in.
Well,
he'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're shooting as well as they are from 3, an occasional one that's good fortune like that one, you'll take it for sure.
Now all 5 starters in double figures. The easy dunk for Mike Foster. 3 minutes left in the third, 12-point lead for the home team. When McCall won that title with the Coats, he added that to his trophy case, which included the 2 NBA titles with Golden State and the one with Toronto. 10 to shoot for Justin Edwards. Now 7 for Doughton. Working on the 7-footer, Butler. Jeff Doughton Jr. No doubt.
Yeah, I mean, he's already doubled what he scored in the first half. He actually has more than that because he had 7 at the half and he's up to 16.
That almost went in on the deflection, and it goes in for Foster. He's keeping them as close as he can.
But he's inside, and Delaware has had a number of threes.
The third ranked team in the East Pod wouldn't go quietly.
Absolutely.
Blue Coats are 5th with their 6-6 record. Nance travels. 12 points for Pete Nance. He is playing with 4 fouls, 4 rebounds. He started the game. It's his first game for either the Blue Coats or the Sixers as a member of the organization on a 2-way contract. Stevenson had the 3 that led to the timeout, misses this one, down to Delaware.
Yeah, he's 1 of 4 from 3 in this game. He came in shooting 49% from downtown.
Jeff Doughton Jr. back into the game. Stays at 16 points. All 5 starters have 10 plus for the Coats. Stevenson, high off the window. 1-point game. It's a 9-0 go-go run to start the 4th. And Nance puts an end to it.
Well, he's now 3 of 6 from 3-point range.
We talk about the modern day shooting bigs, and Nance can do it. Foster attacks the rim.
Well, I understand because in each of the last 2 years in the G League, Nance has shot 32% and then 34% the season before.
So below
3.
average,
Yes.
but he is 6'10", but we were 8 games with the Cleveland Charge, made 16, which is right on that 32% number. But 50 in 8 games, and he's taken 6 here in his Blue Coats debut. Gives the screen for his Sixers and Blue Coats teammate, Jeff Doughton Jr. Gets the switch with Foster. 3 to shoot, late clock. Who else but Jeff Doughton Jr.?
He's magical to watch with that late clock.
Foster is dominating.
Oh, he is that. He just matched his season high. He now has 22 points. to go with his 8 rebounds.
Tie up Virginia. It was Wichita State, Washington, University of South Carolina, and then West Virginia University. He helps his team get the possession, down 3. Can't tie it up.
You can see his frustration on his face. He's just so used to making a high percentage of 3 balls.
Not on this trip for Doughton from deep. Nembhard for a trailing Mike Foster.
I mean, he's seeing a basket so big right now.
Game high 24 points for Foster with 8 rebounds.
Which is also his new season high.
Edwards is back in with a team high 20. It's swung over to Baisley. Too strong. And if that's Nance, it's his out with 5 fouls and this much time to go. And they will have Bagley join Doughton, McCall, Edwards, and Baisley against Foster, Stevenson, Funk, Nembhard, and Butler. Taylor Funk gets it back to Foster. A rare miss, 10 of 13. Doughton gets Butler on him again, but he gets rid of it. Baisley. Work back to Doughton. Missed his last 2.
9 boards for Foster now, who grabbed that.
We stay a 1-point margin after the Nembhard miss. Baisley had 14 in the first half, 4 in the second half. Edwards is 4 of 7 from downtown. He's got 20. Doughton has 19. Baisley has 18. Nance on the bench with 15. Midpoint, 4th quarter. Capital City can take the lead, and they do. Stevenson.
Well, the biggest lead had been 16 for Delaware. And I feel like they've been in front really since the early going of the, somewhere in that first quarter.
Delaware was up 16 early in the 3rd quarter. McCall, corner 3. With a word for the visiting bench. They're back in front. His first 3, 7 points, 5 assists. And there's an answer in the form of a Taylor Funk 3.
He's getting out of the funk. That's what he's doing from downtown.
Even though he was 2 for 6 yesterday, both answered Bluecoats 3s. Bagley misses the jam. Go-go. Possession up 1. Stevenson doing everything else outside of matching the 3s.
They're going to get called.
Near 5-second call on the inbounds, and it's turned over.
I mean, I got to tell you, when you take a timeout to draw up a play for underneath your own basket and they turn it over.
Baisley with multiple steals. Justin Edwards has 4 steals in this game. Jeff Doughton Jr., 19 points. Out to McCall. Followed by Edwards. 22 points for the Rook.
Yeah, and Edwards has been shooting the 3 ball so well, but he snuck behind the go-go defense and was all alone for the layup.
Noel has 22. They're going back and forth. Foster Jr., Michael Foster Jr. has a game-high 24, just 2 points shy of a G League career high, but he's on the bench right now. Shot clock hits 10. Nance is back in, giving the screen for Baisley. Nance with 5 fouls. Baisley into 3 defenders. Doesn't matter. Bluecoats go up 2, go up 1.
Well, when we showed highlights of yesterday of Baisley in the open, I said he puts his head down and he just attacks that paint, and he's doing it here again in the 4th quarter.
Defensive rip for Doughton after Nembhard tried to recapture the lead. He hasn't hit a 3 in this one. Nembhard has 11, 6, and 7. Baisley short, 2 for 7 from 3. They've won 4 straight. They're 5th in the East Pod in the G League tip-off tournament. The Go-Go.
I was going to say, in a 1-point game, now twice the capital city's last.
Champaign. On the road in Delaware, the Go-Go are the 3rd best shooting team in the league, the 3rd best 3-point shooting team, and the 2nd best free throw shooting team. But not having as much 3-point success as the Bluecoats in this one. Noel, pure.
Well, Noel's, I mean, this is what he looked like, not yesterday, but in the other 2 games that we saw, or the previous game that the Go-Go had him, his first in D.C.
Turnover. In a tie game, the visitors have it.
Well, it's just the 13th turn, and I mean, after they had 9 in the first half, Delaware has done a good job taking care of the basketball.
The first Noel, it's the holiday season, and Jalen Noel has 26. Edwards for 26, short. Pete Nance, second chance, Edwards.
Now twice, Edwards with a rebound underneath and then scoring a layup in this 4th quarter.
Start to the G League tip-off tournament. They were expecting to have him. You're happy when guys get called up, but they're happy to have him back. He's been huge in this game, but he gives it back to the Bluecoats. Just under 2 to go in regulation. Justin Edwards.
You know, just under 2 minutes to play. You might need that challenge for something that I was not sure that he would get that overturned.
Lewis with the left breaks the tie. He's in double figures off the bench. So is Stevenson, and Foster really is with 24. 11 each for Stevenson and Lewis, 26 for Noel. Gay and Nembhard also have at least 10. It's Noel with 1:15 on the clock, along with Lewis, Stevenson, Foster, and Butler. 8 on the shot clock. Jalen Noel, Edwards defends. Baisley's 15th rebound with 20 points. A minute left. They can tie or take the lead. Darius Baisley, Justin Edwards for the lead. Way too much on it.
Well, we're looking at the Go-Go wanting to take some time off the clock and then in their situation hope they get a bucket.
Blocked away. Big play. Nance. Same situation for the Bluecoats.
Doughton might take a 3 here.
11 seconds between the clocks. Ball in the steady hands of Jeff Doughton Jr. Step back 3. Buckets! JDJ puts the Bluecoats up. The defensive unit of Patrick McCall, Darius Baisley, Pete Nance, Jeff Doughton, and Justin Edwards. Jalen Noel spinning into the lane, and he quickly gives the Go-Go the lead.
Well, this is what you want. I mean, Doughton Jr., I think Mike's going to let them play it out and not take the timeout.
Here we go. What magic does Jeff Doughton Jr. have tonight? Blocked by Butler, and that will do it. The Go-Go win.